Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 11 of Steel Forest. Well, today I really hope that we're going to make some progress on that major order that I just dropped here. So there's really a lot of forging going on these days, and that means we're going to need quite a lot of wood to turn into charcoal. And yeah, there's still a big housing thing going on, and we need to assign bedrooms. I recently discovered that, look at this, how many bedrooms I did forget. Full whopping amount of 28. Well, 14 more are almost done, and we just keep building these. It is important that the city of Steel Forest will have more housing capacity, and we want to see that through. But that also means we need to just build yet another level of this thing. Love that. Really love to see how the city is coming together these days. It is pretty cool to build your buildings yourself, gotta say. Sure, excavating is a lot of fun too, but this style of creating a city like this is pretty cool. Good. So we gave these a little bit to work with, and yeah, I need finally hatch covers. I also need to make some clothing industry, but I still can't get over me to do this. Maybe we'll do it in this episode, so you know while I'm dreading this. Anyways, it is basically like doing your tax declaration. Just the tax declaration is only once a year. So, the exceptional granite amulets are being upgraded with rock crystal and whatnot. Love it. So, I think my new amulet industry is still not there yet. Alright, let's give those guys here a little bit more of a pathway. And I figured that I'd love to have a little bit of a plaza. So I'm going to go and at least design something this wide here. Let's see, maybe we go a little bit into a shape like this. Alright. From that point on, maybe some roads. Well, more like an endpoint rather than a plaza, but whatever. Junction. You know what I want to say. An elf has sprung from the ambush. Alright. They're being greeted by many dwarfs that have militia tags, so let's see what is happening here. So I see dead elves at our doorstep. I approve. So we're directly going to go and station the girders of naming up here. So, yeah. The elves have come to try to get what they deserve. Well, to invade our lands, obviously. Anyways, did I delete that hospital the other day, or is it still up and running? So, a bajillion of bedrooms. I can't search for it. So the Inky House is still in session, so, well, for the time being, we're going to leave it like this for a hot minute, as it will be okay for now. The injured people can be treated there, and everything will be. Alright. They came for the first time. Didn't go too well for these guys there, hey? Alright. Good stuff. Very, very nice to see that our military is exactly as powerful as I was hoping them to be. Alright, so where was I? I was planning a nice plaza at the end of the road when I was distracted by violence and elven things. Okay, so we probably should fetch ourselves some statuary and stuff like that. Okay. There's more of that now happening. Gotta say, it really is noticeable how many people we got these days here. But, yeah. Let's chop some more trees. Okay. Great relief to see that the first Elven invasion has been struck back that easily. Even the injured citizens have been obviously already treated. And we fought them back just in time when when our friends came. Well, the caravan will still see those leftovers from the elves there. Well, it's our land now. So as soon as my strike force is properly suited up, we're going to have some... we're going to bring some fun to these people. There's body parts lying in the guild hall. Yuck. Okay, so let's move bins. For the time being, we're still going to trade with the gems directly, as I don't really want to pay with the amulets that are not really decorated yet. As it stands right now, I think, well, let's see. I wonder if my if my dudes aren't wearing them themselves, because there's just nothing somehow racking up. But I mean, that wouldn't be too much of an issue for me either, because in all honesty, if they like these amulets, by all means, then wear them. It's okay for me. So, I do not have a cabinet industry yet, nor do I have a chest industry. That is bad. So we need to do that. Alright. There we go. No, it's way easier. Okay. So, stone-wise, I'll be going directly to granite, since I don't think that granite will be ever a stone that we'll have any shortages of. Don't think that this will ever happen. Alright. Diplomacy. Yeah, still no just the same stuff as last time button in sight. But whatever. We'll keep ordering that flux stone. I mean, currently I haven't used a single scrap of it. Dolomite was also a one, right? I think so. I think so. Yeah, there we go. Magnetite. Ah, come on. Let's import some iron ore as well while we're at it. Bracelets and ammunition. Not quite, not quite. So, Dusum, why are you not trading yet, eh? So, let's see what Dusum's up to. Hauling a granite boulder up up there. Ah, well, that is really no big surprise to me, then. Speaking about which, there's wheelbarrows assigned, but do we even have a wheelbarrow industry? I highly doubt it. Ugh, oh well. Wheelbarrows eat up a lot of wood. Or other materials, but in our scenario, we're all going to make it like that. The production of floodgates has been mandated by His Highness, not quite Highness yet. By the way, Highness, who will be our Baron in this scenario? I really wonder. It would be pretty fitting to have one of my military leaders to pick up the scepter of Steel Forest, I mean, by all means, that would be the most earned way of managing that question. Speaking about managing things, look at this. Nice. So, yeah, the production jobs are going down really smoothly. And if I remember correctly, there must be a splotch of open space here somewhere. I mean, it is a entrance into the barracks, so I wouldn't even necessarily call that a good idea to invade my fortress here, where the legends are training. But I don't want to make any. Everybody can do as they please. That's a fat highwood tree. Bam. Anyways, I want to chop free my front yard. Do you see that? We have cleared the frontal area finally of those pesky trees. Let's continue with that. Probably we should also drain those rancid puddles of water. Speaking about rancid puddles of water, I don't have a well yet. This doesn't stand proper to the wealth of the city, eh? So let's change that. I mean, digging out a well is not really much of a big deal. Can make it several stories deep. That's enough. We don't need much of a big cistern, but a little bit you do need, always. But there's enough room to get the job done. So, let's path downstairs. And there we dig out the entire thing here. Then we need to go upstairs like that, otherwise they'll be trapped because they can't return anymore. The mayor has a new demand, a bronze chest in the bedroom. Oh boy, yeah, sometimes they come up with these funky ideas. So, can we finally trade? Yes, we can. So, the caravan just brought a bit of stone and that's that. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. We're paying with a few Morions and send you a couple of 4 gems as a gift on the way. But I mean, I don't want to make this sound wrong. This is pretty good for us. At the end of the day, this is exactly the stuff that we've required. So, I'm down. That's totally okay. It's exactly the kind of delivery that I practically was hoping for. Now then, so let's get this next apartment block going, as we've had a new wave of immigrants. So I hope that after I've constructed the rooms, I will still have those cute, fuzzy little critters on my mind. You know, the ones that need to be pastured. The ones that I tend to forget so freaking often. Those ones. Alright, but apart from that, I gotta say I like the aesthetics of my barracks buildings. Ah, yeah, and hatch covers. I also was thinking about these. And clothing. Oh, there's so many menial tasks to do. Ugh. But at the same time, it's also always a wee bit cool to have all this micromanagement on your hands, because it also means you can individualize as much as you want to, which is all in itself really cool. So, let's get those stairs going. Seriously, I don't want to even know how much basalt we're constantly eating up here. The amount of basalt blocks that are available at all times makes it almost look as if we are undersupplied with that stone, when in reality we're, if anything, undersupplied in stoneworkers' workshops and work orders. Anyways, so when it comes down to metal selection, we don't have anything except for iron bars. So that bronze request of our mayor, well, request all you want. No idea how the hell we're supposed to fulfill that right now. But it's not much of a big deal. for now. Let's just keep chopping. We need that wood. We really need it. We'll be attacked by animals non-stop soon. It's another thing that I practically already foresee happening. But it is what it is, my friends. So we're going to go one layer deeper here. And hope that the cistern will fill up like that. It should, though. So, there we go. It's enough to fill a second layer with water. Don't have only one layer deep fountains or wells, or so I've been told. So, we're out of mechanisms. Shoosh. That is really, really uncool. So we're going to go for some allanite flooring here. There we go. So, mechanisms. We need to check, though, before we do that, what kind of stone I have, which is magma safe. Yeah, here goes allanite and basalt. So, that one's really easy. So, rock mechanisms. And while we're at it, we're also going to add in the hatch covers, because I now know that we are going to make all of these out of basalt. I mean, as you see there, my basalt count dropped below 1,000, but I don't think I need to worry about anything so far. Alright, there we go. Probably we need to quarry out some more basalt in the future. There's a chance that this will be necessary, sure. Depends highly on what we're going to build with later down the road from here on. So, the forging quests go down quite decently. I mean, we are now at a point also where we're constantly smelting hematite. So, iron bar count is rising constantly. We're constantly forging gear. So, the hammering of the anvil and the forges must be pretty much constant. It's music in the ears of a dwarf. So, now, I want to fulfill that fantasy that we've had in the other episode. Somebody pointed out that we should definitely have balcony offices. I love the idea. So, here goes. I'm going to do a duality thing. Just watch me. So here we're going to make that wall allanite, and on the other side we're going to make it basalt. So there will be a dark and a bright apartment, so to speak. Office, sorry. We're going to dig out new windows here, because I do like the stairwell optics here. We don't even want to touch that. We just have to find some tasks that we ought to do until we have finally forged away on all the jobs that I've issued. I've put down so many jobs lately that I felt like building that city a little bit further would be an excellent little way to bridge the gap between now and the entire military gear has been completed. Although, I just realized we can do something nifty here. So, we're going to fetch in a one-time order of iron battle axes. There we go. So, this is a priority system, which means the higher up one job stands in the hierarchy, the more likely it's getting done. You see that here. It works more or less. But what we're going to do is we're just going to move those battle axes on top of the list. Because as you see there, there's already a third of the job already through the pipeline, which means we have plenty of gear. We just ain't got the weapons yet. So We're making 10 more battle axes, and in the meantime, we're assigning more fighters. Yes. So, Deduk Tosetrigoth. So, the Red Torches are not a squadron that is local, so I think this lady here has a good chance of becoming the Baroness of this place. I want an experienced fighter, and in this regard, I'll make it absolutely fair. Just the best fighter will be the person receiving the job, or the best free fighter at that point, because people that are already in a squadron can be assigned, right? So there we go. The obscure vessels and the girders of naming now receive their reinforcements. So I'm going to put down the let's see, peasants. Those are always good add-ons. So I'm picking up people that have pretty much no military background whatsoever here for the second squadron, because I want to make sure that they, how to put it, they get their baseline training. And the invasion forces, they don't need to be that as experienced as the local defender forces. That is because attacking outposts is, if your leader is good enough and your gear is good enough and you're somewhat decently trained, so medium skill levels is what I'm talking about. It is no problem whatsoever to just stay alive and gather new experience in combat and become better while raiding. So that's basically what I want here. That's why I'm picking up the absolute nobodies in the second squadron here. You will all make your name. I didn't mean that in an offensive way, but you get the idea. The wonderful thing is they can get their training even if we don't have the weaponry yet, as there is this unarmed weapon training, which works out really, really fine. So, here the office will be made tone and tone, allanite and allanite, with nice fat gemstone windows. Same over here, basalt and basalt, as soon as we have the necessary resource for that. As these, yeah, there's a lot of things that we're doing these days. Love to see the fortress grow like that, in all honesty. Our plans are coming together really, really nicely. We're only a few steps away from raining down death on the elven kind around us. I think next episode, maybe even, we can already start raiding. Don't want to raise the hopes too early, but yeah, that's birch and spear. Ugh. Yeah, all right. They're luckily they will update their gear when there's something better available. So, let's just make sure, right, that there's something decent to work with for you. All right. Just here, so take some spears, some real weapons. Not these elven toothpicks. It's one of the reasons why the elven faction is so ridiculously weak, is that they're using weapons that have almost no qualities in beating Metal Gear. It is quite a joke, but it is what it is. They're it's basically the definition of bringing a knife to a gunfight, just in a different way. Bringing a wooden training sword to a full-blown medieval warfare scene. That's basically what the elves do. Alright, so it's time for boxes. Wonderful. So I also need to figure out where my noble people will live at, but I mean, I see a high likelihood that we might be even getting something here going on. I mean, yeah, I have an idea. Let's I don't want to spoiler it, alright? The Coati is fighting. An agitated Coati. You see, this game keeps introducing animals to me that I've never heard of. I don't know what a Cody is. Coati, I don't know. I don't even know how to effing pronounce them. But yeah, nature is angry now. I mean, I did what I could to make nature angry too. Whose tooth has been possessed and makes some artifact in the Clothiers workshop. Nice. Alright, so the well is working. We have fresh water. Excellent. And now let's drop some cabinets in there. So folks will be happier about that. So with the city itself, oh yeah, we're getting there. So today I'm smarter than the previous time. We are assigning bedrooms right from the get-go. Ha! Take that. So, how is the housing crisis these days? So over here, short pigtail skirt. Give me a sec. So over here we're filled up until the roof. Here these rooms have ultimately all been claimed already too. So I take it that here it'll just be a matter of time until this barracks has been fully claimed as well. That means we can't lower our efforts in terms of building residential space. Alright, a short pigtail skirt. It is decorated with pigtail, cat bone, and encircled with bands of pigtail and donkey leather, iron, and square-cut rock crystals. Made from pigtail cloth, and the item bears an image of a diamond in pigtail. Alright. I like the idea with the diamond thingy there, gotta say. So, these offices, they... Oh, granted, that won't work, by the way. This will only get you, graphical, disturbances. Oh, yeah, I am smarter this time. So, there we go. You need to specify floor below there, otherwise it'll look like crap. And trust me, I tried. So, let's put down a chair. Now we are going to put down chair and table in front of the windows, of course. Would be silly otherwise, right? So, bookcases have to be made as well. And we probably should set up the paper industry alongside with the clothing industry soon. I just dread to do so. So, heck, why not cobaltite? Oh yeah, I like the idea of that, as this'll get us some specialty industry going. Cobaltite is not inherently more valuable than any other stone. It just has a fancy, funky color. That's all. So, let's make swirl windows. And then put some cabinets in there. Some chests there. And a bookcase or two there. Okay. So that looks much more like an office already, right? I mean, this is 100% fluff, right? So this is really good for nothing, basically. So, what's that? Snatchers! Ah, well, I don't think they'll get far. The axe dwarf hacks the goblin thief in the head with her bronze battle axe, and the severed pod sails off in an arc. So much about for your snatching plans. Yeah. And then a couple of thieves, and then we're good to go finally. Alrighty. So yeah, that's been a minor intrusion into the guild hall. With injured citizens again. Stranded citizens. Oh, shoot. So, that's a tree, right? Oh boy, oh boy. Now things are starting to get weird. Oh, I did see a ginormous bird there. Alright, my friends. It's time to say goodbye for today. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. I really had a good time on this episode today. And we're going to continue next time. I mean, we are really working out well here, all in all. We're not leaving some rotten giblets in the stairwells. And that's a different time. So, comments go down below. Leave a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Check out the description box. Plenty of playlist stuff going down there. Can watch all the fortresses that I built here on this world, and I'd be really happy to have you. That all being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting if you want to support. There's a bunch of links down there. Many thanks for being around, and see you all next time. Bye bye.